Hello and welcome to this 2020 fall weekend of house concerts and recitals that we're doing on Zoom and live streaming to YouTube. I'm Cindy Mueller and I'm the very proud teacher of all the students that you're going to hear in a little while. The group of students that you're going to hear are among my youngest students. They've just been playing for a few years, although we have a brother who's been a little more experienced than the others. But we keep siblings together in our recital groupings for the weekend. We welcome you if you are watching us live streamed, and especially appreciate you taking the time to listen to our music this afternoon. Each recital I play too. I feel like that if I'm encouraging these students to be comfortable with performing, I should continue to do it as well. I always alternate. I do a classical piece and then I do a jazz piece. So in spring I played Beethoven, so it's time for me to do a jazz piece. I put myself first so that the parents of all these students can text their friends who are watching around the country and sometimes around the world, make sure that everybody is connected before their favorite performer plays. So the piece that I chose to play, the title is My Foolish Heart. It's a jazz ballad, and playing solo jazz ballad is new to me. It's something I haven't done before, so it was my personal challenge. Jazz piano playing is a little different than we think of in the classical piano playing. In the classical world, everything that the pianist plays is actually written on by the composer. Every single note that comes out. If you're a jazz player, it's different. You usually don't use music to learn your song at all. You listen. So I listened to about 10 different performers on Spotify and learned from what they did, learned the melody and the harmony, and then I put together my own arrangement. And even when I play, it's not the same every time because that's just not the nature of jazz. Like all jazz pieces, you play the song itself, and then there's a part where the player is improvising, just making up a melody. The chords are the same, but the melody that's coming out is just from the player's head at that moment. There is something that jazz players do look at, and I thought I'd give you a chance to see this. It's called a lead sheet. If you wonder, oh, am I playing the melody right, or do I have something going on? You can see that there's just one line of notes, and that's the melody. And then these things above it tell the player that those are the basic chords that you use. So that's a little insight into what goes on in the world of jazz piano playing. So here's my version of the jazz ballad, My Foolish Heart. Now I'm going to introduce our first performer, Jack Judy. Is going to play 3 selections that he has chosen from the music books that he's been playing from currently. The first is the first movement of Miniature Sonatina by Joseph Kuffner. And then he's going to play 2 by Nancy and Randall Faber, Pop, Pop, Popcorn, and then Floating Balloons. So, Jack, I'm going to hit the unmute button, and you have the stage. Jack, wonderful job. Wonderful, wonderful job, Jack. Thanks for getting us started so well. So for our next performer, we're going to hear from Darva Hiebel, and Darva, as well as playing, enjoys singing, so you're going to hear her fabulous singing as well as her playing. She's going to play 3 pieces that she's been learning from her most current lessons. These are also from Nancy and Randall Faber's books. The first one you'll hear her do is Showboat. The second one is The Clock Shop. And her third piece is Roses Are Red. So Darva looks ready. Darva, you have the stage. Hold on there, Darva. Hang on, Darva. We don't have you unmuted yet. Just 1 second. Okay.
I'll just do it. I'll just redo it.
you for that beautiful playing as well as singing. So our next performer, Nadia Badea-Bondoc, is going to play three pieces as well. She's going to play the Crawling Spider from the Faber world. Russian Sailor Dance was a traditional piece arranged by the Fabers, and Forest Drums, also from Nancy and Randall Faber's collection. So, Nadia, I've unmuted you. You are on stage. Wonderful, Nadia. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for a great performance also. So for our next performer, we're going to introduce you to Joshua Wernicke. And Joshua is going to do three pieces as well. The first is Let It Go from the movie Frozen by Anderson Lopez. And the second is an original melody with original words that Joshua himself has written called I'm Falling from Heaven. And the third thing Joshua will play is Hush Little Baby, a traditional piece that's arranged by Kevin Olson. And Joshua is also somebody who's loving singing as well as playing. So Joshua, you have the stage.
All right.
The song goes wild on tonight, not a thing to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm. from heaven. I'm falling from heaven. I'm falling from heaven. I'm falling from heaven. I wish it's on, but you may think it's not. I wish I had a parachute so it could be fine. I'm falling from heaven. I'm falling from heaven. I'm falling from heaven. I'm falling from heaven.
Wonderful, Joshua. Just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. So now we're going to hear from another Wernicke. This is Carter, Joshua's older brother. And Carter is going to play two pieces for us. First, he's going to start off with an arrangement of Blackbird, the John Lennon, Paul McCartney hit. And then he's going to play by Nancy Faber, Gypsy Dance by Firelight. So Carter, I'm going to unmute you and you have the stage. Carter. Great, great job. Thank you, thank you. Well, I would like to say to every single one of the players today, thank you, thank you, thank you for such a wonderful performance. I'm very proud to be your teacher. You should be very happy with your performance. Thank you for all your hard work and practice to make it to this point and to have already learned so much about music in your young lives as musicians. Parents, thank you for all you do to make this possible for your children. Those of you watching today on our live stream, thank you for taking the time to listen to young people play music. We're going to say goodbye and thank you again for tuning in.